But as you have mentioned that there are probably uh, live interface as well. I think that I have not yet seen, but this is good to know that even the live is also available. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's the future, right? So that's why I
Yep.
just wanted you to be aware
I agree.
about these are the things that are going to change the future, and then those things will really impact. So, but if you know all these technologies, now start learning these technologies. Even you are in safety or you are in some assembly line or the quality, you will be really very in a good shape to say that, hey, I know this technology. People will love to have you in their organization. Yeah, Google Map is a great example. I agree with you. Yes. Yeah, because there are a lot of things that uh, you can see, right? If the live traffic, right, you're starting from somewhere, and then Google will tell you, hey, there is a traffic at this particular distance and this is going to. So that is a great example. So thank you for sharing, Chandra. And also this is how I think Wacom, that's a good one. Okay,
Uh,
go ahead.
I think we also like we are having all process plants where I think it's a continuous process where like if a reactor is running and then you want to monitor everything of that reactor, like what is the temperature, pressure, each movement you want to control it, and in that way it's very important to control the process. So now what we are running a project, we call it process safety management IoT project. It's similar project where the critical safety parameters uh, that you had DCS and MES controls, and there is a separate the input is taken from the DCS MES and it was put into uh, a parallel system called uh, PSM IoT, and then it monitors only safety critical parameters. And if anything's to be done, like if pressure goes beyond, then it provides a control sort of thing, like so. And then it also provides a trigger, like something like if the temperature is required to be 25 degrees Celsius and if goes 26, then it provides triggers, it provides mails to as we do that. So I think in safety also a lot of things are a lot of benefits we are getting out of these technologies. I think a lot of safety is now inbuilt, like into this. So I think I'm experienced a lot of safe, a lot of technological advancement. We are really benefiting the health and safety of the people. So I think that's really good to learn and maybe very beneficial for the people.
Great. Yeah, thank you for sharing. That is so amazing. Yeah, you're right. And then you'll see more and more such technologies coming in. But if you start, putting some effort, what you are interested in, you will have a better future for sure. Okay, with that, I will now go on personal development strategies, right? What exactly we should. Okay, let me go ahead and start screen again. Share. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So personal development strategy, right? If you want to really learn, right, what are the strategies? You cannot learn everything at once. You need to put together a plan. So first of all, sit in a room and then maybe, try to do some self-assessment. What you know today, what you don't know today, right? Whatever I just shared. And then what are some of the skills the industry needs? The benchmark yourself. Okay, these skills I don't have. And also look for job market, right? There will be a lot of requirement posted on LinkedIn or some other websites that will tell you what kind of skills people are looking. For example, I am a manufacturing engineering manager. I want to be a plant manager, for example. So I will go to the plant manager role and I look for the skills, what exactly they're looking. And then I will check what I have today, what I don't have. Then I'll put a plan to get there. And then also talk to your managers, your friends, or your peers. hey, what is happening, where you see things changing, and then they will also help you to really identify the gaps, and then you can grow accordingly. And there are a lot of platforms available nowadays. Udemy is a great thing, LinkedIn Learnings, there are a lot of YouTube videos, TED Talks are there, books are there, Google is providing a lot of free resources. So even Microsoft, Amazon, you can learn many things, but you need to really know who is the best and where, how fast you can learn, and then also adopt. Learning is not only just knowing, you have to apply that skill and you have to demonstrate those skills, right? So industry specific online academies are there. You just go and meet people, they will tell you what is going on in the industry. Then also there will be technical webinar, industry conferences, there will be manufacturing specific training programs, and then also big associations. I think you'll hear it from Krishna sir in just few, after maybe an hour from now, how exactly he's associating with some good colleges, and also helping people in a way so that they can grow. And then also there are a lot of certification and then also practical experience you can gain through theory as well as practical hands-on. So you can take on a project. For example, you're working as a safety manager, but you never worked in, for example, supplier development. I will work with someone and then I'll take up a project and say, hey, can I be part of your group? I would like to take lead in this project with this supplier or this vendor. So you learn those skills, because there are a lot of people who want to give more work, and in that work you will also learn a lot. So always look for hands-on project experience. Don't just only read books or attend the courses, because just by attending or learning you'll forget it after if you don't use it. But when you go and do it, it's always easier for you to, because you will never forget. You will always recollect that and then you can use it. So always prioritize practical application. And then look for industry certification. What is happening, right? There are a lot of organizations, Lean, Six Sigma, project management, many other institutions are providing some industry certifications. Look for what is good for you and then who can really help. And then also always keep on updating your credentials on LinkedIn as well as wherever you are. That will help people know that, hey, you have that skill and you are ready for the future. Then continuous learning mindset. How do you build it? First, in your calendar, right? You work, for example, 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day. Still you have maybe 1 or 2 hours a day free. Forget about, you will have to do every day. But if you are really serious, put some time, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours in a week. And then dedicatedly, when that time is there on your calendar, go and attend or complete that training, right? And then also know and take notes, and then also talk to people, right? Follow industry publication. There are a lot of news nowadays on internet, right? Even AI is the best example. Go to ChatGPT and say, hey, here is what I want to learn. Tell me specific skills I need to have. As well as AI, you can also, once you complete a course, you say, hey, AI, I completed this course, ask me questions related to this and help me see whether I am up to the mark or what gaps I have. AI will ask you the question, AI will really understand the typing that you did, and then also it will tell you, hey, what do you know, what you don't know. So there are a lot of ways you can build continuous learning mindset. So AI is a great tool for you to implement. Even I use ChatGPT, or there is a Bing, another great tool, or Gemini AI is another great tool. You put together, that will ask you the question, you can answer, and then it will help you. The same thing you can use it, using many other forums as well. For example, you have a friend. If you go and talk to that friend, ask any questions, or if there is an expert, you can also check that knowledge, right? There are multiple ways. If you are shy of going to anybody, the best is AI. Use AI for your growth. And always every quarter look for, what skills you learned this quarter, what you want to do next quarter. That will help you upgrade your skill on continue, because now we are living in a world where everything is changing, and the change is always constant. What is not constant? So if you are not upgrading your skill, you're not putting effort, you will be left behind. So put some time. I'm not asking you to, hey, just go and learn only. No, learning is not just understanding or having the course is not the right thing. You always need to reflect on that, work and get hands-on experience, right? And seek mentorship opportunities. If you read a book in a month, rather than reading a book, if I go and talk to that author, in 1 hour he will summarize the book. So that is the best way to learn. So rather than just attending and doing, so see who is expert in that field, who can help you. Then that will help you to really grow faster. And engage, like I mentioned, engage in cross-functional project. Don't only work on the project or the role you are in, always look outside what is happening. If you are working in a manufacturing industry where you are manufacturing tractors or automotive components, I will also go and learn from the healthcare. What is happening in healthcare? What is happening in pharmaceutical industry? Little bit. That will give you a different perspective of, in the same, different industry, what skills they are acquiring, that you can apply. Then recommendation, technical fundamentals. So first of all, nobody is going to give you a job or a big, business opportunity unless until you are very strong in technicals. So make sure that you understand whatever is required for the role. You need to understand technicals. If you are in health and safety, you need to know a lot of things, aspects, impact, all kind of certification bodies, what are the regulations available, what are the some of the things that you should keep record of, everything. And then if you are in quality, right, you need to understand the foundations of quality, right? How do you analyze data? How do you really use that data to drive decisions? How do you take customer feedback? Technically understanding MSA, SPC, FMEA, so many things you need to understand. Like an ME, right? I need to know the process knowledge, machine knowledge, everything that is important. Then specialized technology. Every special purpose machine on the shop floor does a special work. You need to know how that works, how it is applied, what can go wrong, how the technology is changing, everything, right? Then soft skill. Not only technical and then specialized knowledge will get you where you want. The one of the big factor, even what I learned over the last few years, is soft skills. That's why I am part of David's club as a Toastmasters. I always go with enthusiasm and curiosity to learn and then also upgrade. I go speak, David and team evaluate my performance and they give me feedback. Hey, here is what you used. So here is what you used. So all those skills, public speaking, emotional intelligence, talking to people, building relationship, and then also how do you influence others? How do you negotiate? Those are all the soft skills. And AI will never replace this skill. AI will never be able to do all these things the way you do it. And always human likes human. So you need to develop these skills if you want to really grow further. Then leadership and strategic thinking. What this means? Always be the in charge, take responsibility. Sometimes you may not be really the leader for that group, but you have to take leadership to convey if you are expert, if you have the expertise there. Strategic thinking. Don't only think what is happening today, think about what is going to happen in next 3 or 5 or 10 years down the line, and then accordingly shape up the direction of the team as well as the industry or the process you are working on. Then continuous adoption, right? Think about, like I mentioned, put some time every month or week and then start learning and meeting and building building relationship with people. Then how do you future proof, right? What you need to do, very, very important is first stay curious and adaptable. First of all, know that everything is going to change, and you need not to know everything, but you need to know what is important in your particular role now and in the future, right? So stay curious. There are a lot of things, right? LinkedIn is there, Udemy is there, many courses. Develop interdisciplinary skills, not only your own functional skill, always the other skill. Look for others, what exactly the experts are doing, and then how do you adopt those skills. Go and meet a manager or a leader of another department and build that relationship and learn from that person. For example, I am in quality, I will go and talk to purchasing. If I am in manufacturing, I'll go and talk to operations, I'll talk to the plant manager. I build those skills. Embrace technological changes. There'll always be change, and then keep learning. So if you know it, it is easy for you to adopt. Then problem solving capabilities. This is the one skill that will definitely, keep you on the growth path, is problem solving. Whenever there is a problem, there is a process problem, product problem, people problem, organization problem, any problem. If you know how to solve problems effectively using people, process, technology, you will be always on the top. So think about what are the tools they use for problem solving, how they are applied in industry, and how do you go to the root cause of the problem and fix it. If you have this skill, this will take you to the really top. Then innovative thinking. Don't do the things that you are doing the way you are doing today. Always think what are the best way, how AI can do this job better and more efficient way, where I can use the human beings in a proper productive way, because AI can do certain things, AI cannot do certain things. So you always need to know what is going to change, what is not going to change, and accordingly use. So these are the skills will make you future proof. Means nobody will come and touch you, hey, this guy is not valuable for the company. If you have this mindset and this kind of approach, you will be always on top. Then I'm giving you some case studies from an automotive assembly from Tesla Smart Factory, right? Before digital transformation, they had a lot of manual production, fragmented quality control, very high defect rate. They had limited scalability, and almost 15% was the defect rate. And then almost per vehicle, they used to take 7 days. Now they implemented AI and robotics. Then once they implemented, they can now see the quality on the real time with a computer vision. Then production line is completely AI driven. So it tells exactly automated robots are working on the line, predictive maintenance are there. So that will tell you when the equipment is going to break down. Defect rate reduced from 15% to less 2%. Production time per vehicle now from 7 days, it went down to 3 days. So every 3 days you'll get one vehicle, very easily. Then overall productivity increased by 87%. Think about it. If an AI can change the production rate of a line from current to 87%, as a huge change. And cost reduction, $18,000 per vehicle. Imagine. So that is a straight profit to the company, right? So these are the things that are going to change. And then also key technology, what they used: computer vision to check all the inspection, collaborative robots, they work along with the human along the side, IIoT sensor that we talked about, and also they use predictive maintenance. This is a great example of how AI, this is on a large scale with the large companies, but this is going to come in the future for medium or maybe the next level companies. I would like you to learn these skills, and then you should be ready to really thrive. Then second case study, one from a pharmaceutical, right? Pfizer, that, during COVID, vaccine was really, invented, and then they really did a lot of work. So they did digital transformation. Before that, you see, they had manual batch processing, time consuming quality checks, limited track and trace capabilities, compliance verification challenges were there. And then almost 14 days used to take for batch production and 48 hours for manual process for quality check. After that, they did digital twin simulation for the entire assembly line or the production line, then automated real-time quality. They can now see end-to-end traceability. When what happened, the data is collected by the system and it's easy to analyze. AI verifies the compliance. Whatever is the regulatory requirement, it verifies. Now it is only 5 days for the batch production, from 14 days to 5 days. Imagine the amount of time they reduced. Quality verification, now it only takes 2 hours because of automated. Previously 2 days, 2 days to 2 hours, significant improvement. Production cost reduced by 42%, 99.8% compliance accuracy. So now there is very, very less minimal effort on compliance, 60% reduction in human error. This all is possible using digital twin and AI integration in their process. What they used? Machine learning, blockchain technology for traceability, and advanced sensors, as well as digital twin modeling. Great example. And the last one, this is electronics manufacturing, Samsung Smart Factory. Before digital transformation, they have a decentralized production, limited predictive maintenance, high equipment downtime, manual inventory control. Equipment failure rate was almost 12%, and then they were having 22% inventory carrying cost. After IoT and AI integration, everything is now centralized, connected to production ecosystem, predictive maintenance like we talked about with real-time monitoring, automated inventory management. So they don't have to really manage, what is the physical versus actual. So automatically everything is managed, and then equipment failure reduced to 1.5, inventory reduced to 7%, inventory carrying cost. OEE, overall equipment effectiveness, means maintenance quality availability improved from 65 to 92%, a great improvement. Energy reduced by 30%, environmental impact. Production flexibility increased by 45%. They can put different model, whatever they want, they can do it flexibly. What they used was industry IoT sensor, predictive maintenance and AI, machine learning, and real-time data. So why I'm giving this example? This is going to change. This is coming, right? So common pattern, what you should learn and follow. Always look for AI and robotics are going to change production and efficiency in the future. A lot of digital technologies are going to reduce the human errors. Learn those technologies. Think about real-time monitoring and enabling proactive management, significant cost savings across multiple manufacturing domains, and then also a lot of product quality and consistency will improve. These are the things that is going to change. I would like to stop here and see if you have any questions, whatever we have covered so far. What anybody wants to share anything? Or what you think is where you are not aware of, or you learned this is what is going to change. So anything that striked you. You agree, not agree, anything, I think up to you. Okay, go ahead, Neeraj.
So, yeah, Sanjeev, thanks for sharing. I think as you have mentioned about learning the skill, I recall myself like first thing like doing the SWOT analysis, identifying your strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. That actually helped me. And another thing is, as you have mentioned, like learning is not just about like going and learning and doing those certifications, but it is actually using that in your day-to-day life, in your projects. So that is something like I will say like 70% of learnings come from that. 20% is from mentoring, and probably 10% of the learning is through the certification and that. So thanks for sharing that, Sanju. That really it was good insights. Thank you.
Very good. Yeah.
Sanjeev, Akshay here. I agree with you because I certainly observe some changes. When we look for the roles and responsibility for, we can consider as a in the manufacturing role. But right now, every industry is adding some skills below of overall responsibility. Suppose we are like being a supplier quality engineer, so you have to manage the suppliers, you have to manage the supplier quality of overall incoming is dispatch, or maybe quality from customer end as well. But right now industry adding some changes, you have to work with the analyticals skills, because your job is not only for the checking the quality or maybe making customer happy, but making customer happy with the analytical tools. Because if we consider or if we provide some insightful to the customer, like our product is safe and our product is quality, we are giving quality 100%. But if we give like confidence to customer that we will be having product more than quality, apart from quality, various things will be covered in the product by using analytical skills. And one thing I observe, everybody or every industry is mentioning you should have the knowledge of Power BI itself. Because in your current role, whenever it will be a manufacturing or it will be another role, but whenever you will be like collecting or you will be monitoring some suppliers by using KPIs, like now we are working as a Excel spreadsheets to manage the KPIs of every suppliers, and we'll be sending out the email for every supplier on the, like we can say as a frequently or weekly or monthly. But if we have Power BI skills, we have the master data, we can incorporate that master data into Power BI skill, and we can make a desktop which will be a fully automatic desktop, that Power BI will shows us the how our supply is worst and how our supply is good. We can correctively capture that point, and we can came up or sit up with supplier and improve them. So I observe this thing, and I'm learning this thing currently, being in the topmost MNC in the world. So there are so many cross functional projects are there, whether it's not related with our role, but industry is taking initiative. So you should work with your cross functional team, whether it's working, that team working is in or AI, whether that working overall supply chain or quality or manufacturing or design or marketing. But you should tame or you should spend some time with that people, so you can learn what things going to be changed in their perspective or their function as well. So I learn things in industry. In current role, I'm learning this thing as well. So I'm very much agree with you, and I can say that it is definitely will help us in the future as well.
Great. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for sharing that. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone wants to share anything?
Yeah, yes, sir. This is Chandra. Actually, artificial intelligence and machine learning, the possibilities to implement, I don't think every industry is applying that. I don't know. So, but like the possibility from manufacturing side, how the implementation from the manufacturing engineer side, how it would be. So, I'm really not able to like what understand that actually.
Okay. Yeah. So I think my suggestion, Chandra, connect with Neeraj. Neeraj is also an ME, and
I
he's
know
from,
Neeraj. I know Neeraj. I
you
know
know,
Neeraj.
so Neeraj
Yes, yes.
and I also work together. So I think just there are a lot of ways maybe we can talk after this session, and I'll help you, right? We used a lot of automation, and then it is not to the extent we use mostly the semi-automation and all, but in the future you'll see everything will be integrated with the cloud, and they're taking the data and then analyzing. So if you learn all those things, it is a great for you to really upgrade your skill and then uh, grow faster. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
sure.
So, Sanjeev, I think what I see is like I think you covered a lot of technical stuffs plus a soft skills perspective. So I think with this 20, 25 years of experience now, it becomes very, very challenging now that what to cope up like. Because so many technologies keep on coming like every like Power BI or like IoT and machine learning and well, things are changing very fast. So I think it's very important to upgrade ourselves with the time. And I think apart from technical stuff, what I think is that personal skills are very very important. Still, like how you adopt those situations. Like I change 5 companies by now, and I think every time it's new process, new people, and it's all put together, all different setups like new hazards and new controls. So I think. I think technical skill anyway we learn and we can do that. I think, but personal skills are more important. What I believe, and I think you touched upon a lot of stuff there on how we become adaptable, how we build interpersonal skills. I think those things are, I think for me, it's more relevant how we think strategically, and how we apply those things. So I think those are real touch points to grow. And I think really appreciate whether how you bundled both technical and personal skills, and surely would love to be continuing on certain aspects where I feel I need to maybe do more, I think. So thank you very much. I think it was very insightful.
Yeah, thank you, Divakar, for sharing that. Yeah, anybody wants to share anything? Okay, so if not, I'm okay. Go ahead, Vakam. Vakam, if you are speaking, we can't hear you. Okay, I don't think he is. So let's have a quick introduction about. I think you know a little bit
Can you
about
hear
who is
me?
who, but yeah, go ahead. Now I can hear you. Yes,
Hey Sanjeev, this is Mayur. Great presentation.
Mayur. Oh, Mayur. Okay, I did not get you. Okay, thank you.
uh, no problem. Actually, I have joined from my company laptop, and I think they use username as your ID
I see.
on the call. So
Okay.
sorry, I couldn't change the name. But yeah, this is Mayur. Great presentation. Yeah, thank you for a lot of this information. As you know, I'm a manufacturing engineer. Working mostly on the shop floor with the CNCs and mill machines. Yeah, I'm aware of all these technologies, and I'm planning to implement digital twin. In fact, I had also contacted our CNC manufacturers to see if they have 3D models or any simulation models or something like that. But looks like they do not have that. So I'm not sure how to proceed with this. How can I implement this technology on the shop floor?
Yeah, I think there will be a lot of changes, right? So I don't know who is supplier, but if you go to the advanced manufacturer like Fanuc or DMG, many manufacturers may already have that kind of technology available right now because everything is changing. And now, last probably, I don't know whether you have read my article. I was watching the NVIDIA latest technological advancement they are coming up with. With one chip, now they are going to control the entire car, all those things. So the sensors and everything. So imagine, you don't need a big kind of a dashboard or all the controls and electricals. With a small chip, you can control the entire car. So that is the change. The future is a lot of embedded technologies, integrations, and then this is going to again what I heard from that is now machines will perceive like human being. Imagine in next 10 year down the line, machines will like human beings, right? There will be robots, humanoid in your house to take care of a lot of work. You don't need many people to come and do. So now, yeah, day before yesterday, I was also watching another video. They said even Chat GPT is a great tool. You ask Chat GPT about, you just, hey, I have a problem with particular this issue. I'm not able to solve this problem in my computer. Computer say, yeah, show me the screen. So you just show the phone to that screen. It will say, oh, this is a problem. Okay, I'll help you with step by step. Now do this. Okay, and that person does it. Okay, now you did this. Okay, do this, do this, do this, and then it will like a human being. Is a co-pilot with you to solve your problem. Anything that comes. So that is the latest technologies. Imagine what will happen. Any problem you have with machine, computer, or your refrigerator or your car, you just open and say, hey, I have a problem here. How do I do this? So you don't have to go to YouTube now. You don't watch the video. It will tell you exactly how you can solve the problem. So
Gotcha.
that is the technology. So be aware, and I want you to be thinking about it. And then I follow a lot of the technological advancement and news, and also read books, and then that will help you. And I may not be an expert in everything, but whatever I know, I feel like okay, I can share it with people, and they will also grow. And then ultimately we want to build a community that is going to thrive, and then at the end of maybe 2 years down the line, you achieve what you want, right? You have a plan, you want to get somewhere. I want you to get there using the skills collectively with using our wisdom. That's the plan. With that, now I'm going to break out a room, and I want one person to just have a quick introduction, who you are, and then I'm going to share the screen, and then let us use this format, right? Where is this? Just talk about your name, place you are, what you're working, or anything, you know, what you want other person to know about you, what you're good at, any challenges or any special thing you want that person to be aware. There are people from all over the world, and I'm going to just assign someone. So I don't know, randomly you may go to a breakout room. Just talk quickly about whatever, and then I just want you to connect each other. That's it. And then maybe after, 2 to 5 minutes, I'll bring you back. Assign automatically, assign manually, okay. I think I'm going to create one more, okay. I'm trying to learn here, okay? So just a minute, because I never done this. This is the first time I'm doing it. Assign to room 2, no. Yeah, for some reason, I'm going to assign everybody. Just go and, just have a quick introduction, and then maybe I'll give 10 minutes for everyone to.
A lot of folks in here. Okay.
Actually, I
Good deal.
couldn't do that breakout session, David. So I just said, okay, let's go ahead, because for some reason I was not comfortable with doing that. So I assigned it. So go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I'm David Nielsen. I am the president of the Talk of the Town Toastmasters Club, which actually originates in Memphis. I don't live in Memphis. I live in Mississippi. And Sanjeev joined us almost 2 years ago now. I've seen a lot of changes in Sanjeev's presentation skills, and I'm looking today to give him some feedback and evaluation on his presentation. So that's why I'm here. I'm not a manufacturing person. I'm retired. He mentioned that I have been running for about 40 years, a little over 40 years, but I'm 78. I don't take any medications. So that's why he's saying, okay, here's an example. I'd like to be that. And if I can do that effectively, this part of my life. I'm a college teacher. And so those two parts of my life are done. And now my life is to help people learn to communicate, learn to do all kinds of things, because I do a lot of different things. And now I'm going to back out and let you all talk about technology.
Thank you.
So, Sanjeev, I'm also associated with Toastmasters. So we had a company Toastmaster group, Asian Paints Toastmaster group. So we also started from last 1.5 years. So I'm well aware that I also participate very regularly and played almost all roles of Toastmaster, just for information. Like.
Thank you. Great. Yeah. Thank you, Divakar. Yeah. Go ahead and quickly introduce yourself, and then maybe that way, everybody come to know who you are, Divakar. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm Divakar Sharma, basically from India. I'm currently working with Asian Paints in the capacity of health, safety, and environment head. I'd worked with Cummins for almost 15 years. So that was where I started, and a long stint with Cummins. Then worked with C8 and Ambuja Cement, so almost 5 companies in the capacity of same, like started with manufacturing and then moved to EHS, and last 20 years I'm with EHS. In terms of my skills, I think I'm good executor. So I think I get the things done fast. That's my skill. Maybe something what I need to maybe improve is something maybe I'm just trying to do it with how I can be more strategical thinking on EHS. So still I'm on execution front. So many times I get feedback that I'm too going into details into execution. But I think up to my experience now, the expectation is I need to be more strategically thinking on each part. So that one thing I think I think forward to improve upon. I think that's it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mayur. I think before Mayur, I think I would like Rich. Go ahead.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Rich Henrik. I'm with Aero, part of Sanjeev's team here in Arizona. I got my start in manufacturing back in the 90s as an electronics technician. Moved into engineering as an associate engineer and later a manufacturing engineer. From that, actually moved into a project implementing a new ERP system. And somehow they told me, since I spent most of my time in document control, that I was going to be in charge of that too. So that was my segue into quality. From that, I became a lead auditor, quality manager in our facility for 14 years. Was kind of semi-retired when I got a call from Aero with a opening with as an ESG manager, which was basically a EH&S manager. It was a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but it sounded like an exciting opportunity, so I went ahead and got into that and was very happy that I did. One thing I think I'd want to share with the group is, and I think Sanjeev mentioned this in one of his posts on LinkedIn, was kind of moving out of your comfort zone when looking at positions. I've done that as part of my networking. So as my first example, when I first got into configuration management, document control, I really didn't know anything about it. So I looked for professional organizations. There was one that I found, the Association for Configuration and Data Management. They had an opening on their board of governors. So I applied to run for that position. I had no qualifications. I didn't know anything about what I was doing. The person I was actually running against was eminently qualified, had been a keynote speaker in the topics in numerous conferences, but the politics were not right for him. So somehow I found myself in that position. And by doing that, I got networked with experts in the field. And so I'm not an expert in anything, but I know who the experts are, and I've got access to them. So a great example, and then I'll shut up. We were in a meeting. We had a little challenge in manufacturing electronics, specifically in surface mount technology. And my director, who's a brilliant engineer, said, I don't really have a fix for this. And he turned to me and says, Rich, who do you know in SMTA that might be able to help us with that? And it was a matter of, well, I don't know that person, but I know someone who will. And we were able to connect. And I've found in all these professional organizations, everybody is so eager to share and help everyone else, sharing knowledge. So that's just one thing I'd throw out. If you get the opportunity, join these associations, take leadership roles in them. If you're not able to take a leadership role, do some of the grunt work for them. It's very rewarding, and you will be surprised at the connections that you make.
Great.
So I'll show.
No, great example, Rich. So before we go to the next, I will close the breakout room. Anyway, we are talking, so let's go ahead. There are 2 more people who are joining. So we'll start with other people. So now I'll just close and then we'll go back to the normal. So go ahead now, Mayur, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My name is Mayur Wakare. I'm a senior manufacturing engineer at Medtronic. So Medtronic is a medical device manufacturing company and has a lot of locations overall they have locations worldwide in US, Europe, India, China. So background wise, I have a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from India, and then I came to US for master's. I completed my master's in industrial engineering. Since then, I've been in the manufacturing field over 8 years. I started as a production engineer in automotive company where I worked on a lot of different automated special purpose machines, robotics, PLC programming, and process development for all the assembly lines. The purpose was to automate as much as possible to reduce the takt time, and where I learned a lot of things about robotics, automation, and all those stuff. And I'm with Medtronic since last over 3 years. Basically learning all the CNC machining, milling machines, doing some project management work, working with R&D, operations, marketing. Since Sanjay was talking about all these technologies, I like to stay in touch with all these technologies and see what's going on currently in the world, and try to stay up to the mark, and not to stay behind. Apart from my work, to build my soft skills, and what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to connect to all the experts, as Rich said before. You should be in touch with your the experts in the field, learn from them, and see how you can apply and grow your interpersonal skills. So what I'm trying to do is I have joined a few of the organizations such as IEEE, SME, Society of Manufacturing Engineers, ASM, American Society of Metals, something like that. And I go to their portal and see what are the volunteer opportunities, and try to connect with those people and offer my help and see where I can help them. And this is win-win situation for us also. They get the help, and we also grow our interpersonal skills and soft skills. So this is another way to, so I'm also trying to learn some of the leadership skills so that I can move forward in my career ladder. So keeping the technical background plus enhancing my soft skills and growing my leadership skills. That's what I'm trying to do. And attending workshops like this, I would like to stay in touch with all these experts and people in my field and see what's happening. And so yeah, that's all about me.
Great, great. Thank you for sharing. And Mayur and I, we're now close friends and family friends. And then I learned about him very just recently, about 6 months ago. But it's such a pleasure to really meet. And then also the wealth of knowledge he brings. And even I met his parents. So it's really great to see there are a lot of knowledge available. Like Rich mentioned, you have to go out of the comfort zone and then learn.
Yes.
Right? You'll get there. And yeah, thank you for sharing. Neeraj, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Good evening and good morning, everyone. I'm Neeraj More. I'm having total 12 years of experience. Currently, I'm working as a senior manufacturing engineer in in John Deere. Recently, I was on expat assignment in for 3 years in Iowa, United States, and then came back to India. Uh, uh, the skills that I have is one of the skill that I will say is the problem solving and the critical thinking. I'm passionate about data, uh, and based on that interest, currently I'm upskilling myself in field of data analytics, learning SQL, Python. That is currently going on. Before joining the John Deere, I was working with Cummins, and I was fortunate to work with Sanjeev under his guidance, where that's where like my passion for problem solving has been started. So pushing the boundaries for ourselves and finding out the solution that actually I learned over there. Uh, yeah, yep, that's all about me.
Thank you. Thanks, Neeraj. Very
Yes.
good. What a great example. Okay, good. Akshay?
Yeah. So good morning and good evening, everyone. So my name is Akshay Sonwar, and I'm currently working with the Cummins as a new product reliability engineer in Pune location. And previously, I was working as a supplier quality role in same company, in same organization, or maybe a same function, but just last 6 months I have changed the role. And before that, I worked with the two industry as a quality manager and a quality assurance engineer. So basically, overall, my experience is on the manufacturing field and basically in the machining. And fortunately, I am very interested to learning the engines currently, which will be converting into the we can say as a electrical engines. We are used to with that word. And currently, my role in new product reliability specifically for the electrical parts like wire harness or some sensors, so many sensors right now. And then being a part of Cummins, I learned a lot things because in Cummins, basically first thing when I was working in a Sanjeev's team as a part of a supplier quality engineer. Then right now I'm working in Cummins, but I just want to tell you one thing. Right now, Cummins having so many programs which will be a collaborative work with the cross-functional team. So you need to connect with AI team, you need to connect with design development team. So basically, you have to go with your flow. You cannot say as a comfort zone, my role is this type of role. I cannot learn, or you can think better way that you should learn, but right now being a same role, you can think over where you want. And Cummins providing so many programs as well. And by talking on current scenario which we are attending the like webinar, so Sanjeev, before that we just actually specifically me just thinking or just maybe seeing on LinkedIn or YouTube or Google right now industry changing and you should learn. But how we can learn, and by we are as a being a manufacturing company working in a manufacturing company, we have that fear whether we will lost the job or not, because currently we are seeing that impact in our industry as well. because my friend as well affect in this scenario right now from last 1.5 year as well. So I started learning on currently Power BI and Python because in some one project I got opportunity to work with some AI team, and they have one project which will be directly converted into Power BI. So I have that interest. I learn in the Power BI currently, and basically my long term goal is to being a strategic leader. I doesn't matter with any function, but I want to being a strategic leader, because the thinking of strategic leader or communication of strategic leader within your team or with colleagues, that should I learn, and I want to grab that opportunity in wherever I will go from last 10 year or 15 years. And apart from these, yes, the scenario will be changing from last 3 years, 4 years, or upcoming years as well, because we can see currently or previously we were working with the diesel engines or petrol engines. Right now that engine will be converting or should started converting into the electrical engines, because we have lots of sensor, like we have a hydrogen engines as well currently in the market. So many companies are trying to reach that place where whether they will be grabbing the opportunity of H2IC engine. So that is from my side and overall learning. So I will say, being a mechanical engineer or supplier quality engineer, I'm very much positive in step 3 action in 7 step, because so many program or so many projects are there. Once we got the problem, whether that happen, my I will not say strategic, but my thinking will tend towards how will be the assignable causes and get list out done, and then deep dive into the project. So I learn lots of things from leadership as well right now. But yeah, thank you Sanjeev once again for putting together us on same platform, and definitely in future from your side various session will be started on this our journey.
Thank you. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
So very quick, maybe, 2 minutes, take 2 minutes, I think, and then I would like others to introduce. Chandra, go ahead, and then maybe we can call Lavanya after that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And really, I'm really happy to meet all of you. So, I have 14 years of experience in manufacturing and industrial engineering. So, actually, I worked for Caterpillar products, and then Chrysler products, and then now John Deere products I'm working. So, yeah, really, it was a great pleasure. I was MTM certified at 2012, actually. So I just gone through so many industrial engineering aspects for all the products, actually. And now I came to know like we can interlink with the so many advanced technologies, so which I was really not aware. And thank you so much, Sanjeev sir. Just you given me so much of knowledge today, actually. And thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you. Thanks. Great. Lavanya, go ahead.
Hello. Thanks, Sanjay, for this opportunity. I'm Lavanya. I'm from currently born and brought up in India. I'm currently working in Cummins as a senior technical analyst. I'm not from a manufacturing background. I'm from IT background. But I joined this. Sanjay was my mentor, and he guided and helped me a lot. I am always willing to learn a lot from Sanjay. So it is a manufacturing related, but that's okay. I will learn something new from him. That's why I joined. But sorry, Sanjeev, I could not join in the first half. I hope you have the recordings. I would like to watch that. Please share after this meeting.
Sure.
And as Akshay mentioned, like in Cummins nowadays, we are working with different teams, and we need to understand, like usually we will, from IT perspective, we will work with business, understand their problem, and propose a IT solution. So this meeting helped me a lot to understand a real customer technically, and I'm just hearing the how you are expressing the Power BI and other technical stuffs. I'm just listening, and I'm just thinking how we can improve and give a better solution to you all. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you, Lavanya. And then Also, Lavanya is part of me and David, we are together in the Toastmaster Club. So Lavanya comes and see, whenever I coach or guide anything, she applies very quickly and she got very good recognition. So she's, I think, on a very, very, growing better, and then she will probably achieve whatever she has, in her life. So she's very, very curious to learn, and thank you, Lavanya, for being part of this. Next, I would like to go with, I think we have some time, and maybe Krishna sir, I think I want you to probably provide some guidance. Rekha, I think she's there. I don't know whether you want to share something. Okay, if not, yeah, let's go ahead with Krishna sir. Yes, yeah. So yes, sir, go ahead. And just to give you how I got to know Krishna sir, like I said in the beginning, he was an MD of a CEO of a big company where I worked as a maintenance engineer. But since last 25 years, I'm associated, and he's always there to guide me and mentor me and help me and coach me in anything. So I asked him, can you come as a guest speaker with this forum? And he said, yes, I will. And so thank you so much. In a very short notice, I texted him in the morning and he's there. Great.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good. Sanjeev, I must first congratulate you for taking this great initiative. Probably this is what I wanted to do many years back, but even after retirement, I'm just trying what you have done this. So great, effort by Sanjeev to this next generation to see, how you can share your learnings and then things so that the next generation can grow. Good. So let me just have a brief introduction of myself. I've been in the manufacturing business for about 40 years now. Probably 5 years ago, I took off from the corporate world, busy, and then I want to do something passion on my own, which I do currently now. I'll tell you. I currently do consulting both in India and the US, especially in manufacturing arena, at my own pace. So there is no number crunching and this is required end of the month, so this gives me a lot of peace. So the last 5 years I've been doing this. I also do a lot of assessment for ACMA, which is the Auto Component Manufacturing Association. On their, they have about 10 categories of excellence awards every year, which of course completed about a week back. So I took about maybe 6-7 companies. I do on various categories. In addition to this, I'm also associated with the Spiritual Foundation as a board member, because that has been my passion for many years. Before this, in the last about 26 years, I had been in the role of CEO or MD of diversified companies, like Eaton into hydraulics, GE Energy into control valve and automation in the oil and gas, with concentric pumps where I had opportunity of meeting Sanjeev into the auto component, then with Invensys controls in the electronic control system and automation, and with Master Fluids into chemicals and fluids business. So some of the topics which you have covered, in terms of growing out of your comfort zone, that's a must. So if you see, probably I would not say it's mine, it's almost divine intervention as well. I had opportunity to work in diversified industries, so never be afraid to get into a completely different industry. I heard one of your participants saying about moving on to different fields and learning. That's always the case. That makes you a lot of opportunity to learn, understand, and do things. And I think this was a very great opportunity for all of you. So I'm going to share a few thoughts. Much of it has been shared by Sanjeev, on the technical side. Let me share a few thoughts. Probably many of you or all of you I'm sure want to grow in your life, correct? And want to achieve a C-suite level, obviously. That's the although money is not something, I think on the Maslow also you would like to get on to a C-suite at some point. Okay, so now I'll give you a few hints to see, but maybe with Sanjeev, let's see if we have a better opportunity. But I'll tell you very short. I put it like this. I have coined this term called a music. That's the acronym. What is that is called? MU is for mutate. you should mutate yourself, individual and the community. I'll just tell you briefly what is this about. See, much of you, or let me put it this way: in your own organization or in the organizations where you have been and you have been with a lot of bosses, many times you feel your boss talks something and does something different. I don't know how many of you feel this. When he comes on a stage, when he comes on a platform, when he comes on this, he talks all good. But when he approaches me, he's very different. He doesn't have, we always have this. And if some of you do not have this, then probably you're not in the right place. You should have this experience of your boss. Now, you must understand this is very normal, because you are also boss at some point to somebody, and the people below also feeling the same. Now, the reason for this is this, because you see, I've had some time, years spending with industrial psychologists in the US and in India. Because in my role, we had done a lot of assessment for people, in understanding. So, what I feel is this: see, the way your environment that you are brought in has a lot of impact on the way you make decision. You may have a lot of knowledge on books, a lot of knowledge, but the real thing, which is called as a core values within you, come out in your behavior. This is what happens, as you see on a manager behaving with you in an environment in your office or outside or wherever it is, because his core values affect his behavior with you. Although he may talk a lot because of his knowledge, what he has got. So the gap that exists between the core values and what you behave is the real cause for, the personal growth. So you need to understand what your core value. Now, this is let's not go into questioning why my core values is, because see, for us, some may have very good parents, some may have maybe a bad childhood, some may have some let's not go into this because we all know it. We have seen a lot. Some may have misplaced childhood, some may have a lot of pressure in the childhood, some may have to be grown outside the parenthood. A lot of things exist like this. So your way you form a decision, because somebody becomes aggressive in the decision, somebody wants consensus in their decision, otherwise they won't talk. Somebody becomes totally introvert in the decision. So these all combined effect of how your core values have been formed. Now, you understand your core values are, what your core values are, and what you need to be. The moment you understand this gap, and then you try to mutate yourself to this gap. It is always said that you can always change yourself only when you know what it is. It's like in a process as what you're talking. Only you know your current state, you can go to a future state. You don't know your current state, you can't manage the future state, whether you use IoT or AI or whatever it is. Similarly, in your own area, you understand what your core values are. It can be bad, good, don't worry about it. You must know what it is. And then you should know what the value should be, as what you think it should be. Analyze the gap. The moment you do this, you analyze yourself, you can really change the way you are. The moment you do this, the next is I, where you can understand your boss much better. And all this, you have to be objective in it. So once you understand your boss, and then you understand the individuals, between, as you grow up, you will have to understand the managing the top and the bottom. It's not just the top. As you are in lower end of the organization, you have to manage the top. But as you start growing, you have to manage top and the bottom. And as you grow, you have to manage top, bottom, and the community together. Maybe the board, the people, the ESG, whatever you're talking. So the biggest thing what you should understand is understand yourself first. And this is where, it is said that it is very difficult, very, very handful few can understand what their core values and what that is their behavior system is and what they want to be. So, you take some help from outside. A lot of things are available now. Understand and then, change yourself. That's why I call mutate yourself. You have to mutate. You cannot just have a small change coming in, because you have a very less lifespan to get to C-suite, maybe 20 years, 30 years maximum. So get this done up. Change yourself, understand yourself, then you can understand others better. So the moment you don't understand yourself, you cannot understand others. The moment you do this, walking into C-suite is very simple. You can do it. So rest of it all taken by your team, like, get out of your comfort zone, get to knowledge of outside, technical, all this is a must. So I'm talking on the other side of the coin to, introspect yourself and change, so that both can go together. Just having a great knowledge and not introspecting yourself is not going to help you, because you cannot succeed as a manager. You can succeed as an individual, but if you want to succeed as an individual and a manager, club both. Sessions like this, understanding what technology, how is it going, because after all, AI and others is actually going to augment the knowledge. Is not something that can replace. It can replace people who don't have knowledge. It cannot replace people who have knowledge, because it's like talking about computers maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago. People feared computers, so there's no point in fearing, as there's no point in fearing AI, but you cannot ignore it. Good. With this, I wish everyone all the best, and again, congratulate Sanjeev for taking this session, which would help every other in the next generation to come up. Wishing you all the best. Thanks, Sanjeev, and thanks everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So amazing. Yeah, I know, as always, I wanted, and in the future sessions as well, right? So you will keep hearing, I'll be bringing, Krishna sir, as well as, many others, just to make sure that we're all learning collectively and then also growing. So this is very good. Thank you so much. In a very short notice, and also I texted you and then you said, yeah, okay, I'll be there. So very, very, really nice of you. And then I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Oh,
Great.
thank you so much. Thanks.
Yes. So with that, now I'm just going to share a little bit, what is the next future. So what I'm thinking is I would like to conduct these sessions at least once or twice a month, right? Every 15 days, I would like to bring, and then I want to really see the impact on community, right? You all are growing, you're all seeing the future. And also, if you have any questions, how do we reach out to each other and then build this community? Okay, I don't want you to share any confidential information here. It is all about the general and what your experience and how you can help each other, right? So that's where my mind is. Let me share what I'm thinking as the next step, right? Let me know if you can see my screen. So what I am planning to do is this one. There are a few things that are on my mind, but I want you to also suggest what will help you. And also I want you to share this with your friends who are in need, because we have to help each other. We have to grow together. So for me, it's very important to understand and see what are the gaps in our society or the people. And then the areas where I'm thinking, I want to start one session with how to connect with new people and build network on LinkedIn. This is another thing which I do really good, and then I want to learn. I want you to learn and also grow. Then how to answer tough questions and answer any interviews you attend or anywhere you're going. Then getting promotions and growth, and how do you get to the next level leadership. Influence people, make friends for life. Just don't make friends for the benefit. You expect something, you make a friend and you forget them. Always keep in mind, we are here for lifetime. Our life is very short. How do we really make sure that we are all connecting with the purpose, and then we help each other. Then levels of growth, how do we get in terms of the next level, like what Krishna sir was mentioning. Then achieving dreams, secrets of, like in CEOs, like Krishna sir being CEOs, he already shared what are the secrets, and then also interview with leaders. So I'm going to bring some leaders, and then we'll start at least twice a month, maybe 1 hour each Saturday. That's my plan. But I want you to at least go and share this with 5 people who you think you want to help, and then also bring them here, right? I'll be sharing with emails and everything, and then that's my plan. And then also any other questions, anything, just type in, or maybe this is what I wanted to share. I wanted to really start something in 2025, and that was on my mind. So I thank you for joining and spending this time. I feel I think it's very well helpful for you as well, and also I learned a lot through this session. So thank you so much. And if you have any other questions, I'll stay here to answer. Otherwise, have a great day, good evening, and then also, good afternoon, wherever you are. Any other
Thank you
questions?
so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Rich,
And
any other
Krishna
final
sir,
comment? David? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I think this is excellent. I admire someone who will reach out to help others around them. You know, this is what I am basing my current life on, and I applaud you, and I applaud everyone who was on this meeting. Particularly, I applaud Krishna, because I know that he has already been an example to you, and I hope that I can be as well. Excellent job, and thank you for this presentation. Well done.
Thank you, David. Rich, any other thoughts?
Well, again, I'd like to echo everybody's thanks for the session today. I wish I had this 25 years ago. That's one comment I had. This type of forum didn't exist, at least where I was at, and this is extremely helpful, and I really look forward to sharing this with other people.
Thank you so much, Rich. Anyone has Mayur? Any other thoughts?
No, I really admire for this initiative, Sanjeev. It will really help all the people in the same field, manufacturing, to learn more about advanced technologies and also the other skills. As Rich said, he wish he had like 25 years ago, and I don't want to miss this chance if this is happening in, at my time. So going forward in the future, I don't want to say this, hey, I missed this opportunity. So yes.
Yeah, only one ask from all of you. If you can share this with your close friends, where you think they also can grow. Just do a favor, at least think about at least 5 people, right? If you can really help them, because ultimately I want to grow the community and then also help everybody, because there are a lot of things I'm hearing, and I would like to really help, because I keep hearing the same question again. How can I grow? How can I help? Rather than having one-on-one, there's a collective wisdom. When we come together, we learn faster. Thank you so much, and have a great day. See you.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, I'm traveling next week. Next Saturday, I'm not going to have anything. After that, I'll start the next session, and it will be more on LinkedIn, how to connect and build a network. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Very nice
Thank you,
session.
Sanjeev. Great session.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.